What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Here we are with another reaction. In this, we have 10 amazing things about Dutch people that make them completely unique. Before we dive into the video, if you guys happen to enjoy, please don't forget to smash subscribe, give the video a thumbs up. Also, if you like to support the channel by becoming a member, all you gotta do is hit that join button to receive your exclusive benefits. Style in.
From their unique customs to their fascinating history, the Dutch have built a culture that is unlike any other in the world. This tiny country has given us some of the most remarkable people, inventions, and phenomena. So stay tuned, because we're about to explore 10 amazing things about the Dutch people that make them truly one of a kind. 1. The Dutch have a radical approach to work-life balance. Let's talk about something that might surprise you. The Dutch are known for their amazing work-life balance. In fact, the Netherlands regularly ranks as one of the best countries in the world for maintaining this equilibrium.
That's very
You won't
nice.
see many Dutch people staying late at the office or working overtime just for the sake of it. Work is taken
That is
seriously,
very nice.
but the Dutch know how to switch off when the workday ends. On average, they work just 29 hours per week, far less than the global average. This is part of a larger culture that values quality over quantity, whether that's in their personal time, their relationships, or their careers. In fact, the Dutch government enforces policies that promote family life, such as generous parental leave.
Love that.
The Dutch believe in giving their employees the freedom to enjoy life outside of work, making the Netherlands a truly forward-thinking country when it comes to work-life balance. How many of us wish we could experience that kind of balance? Perhaps we could all take a page from the Dutch playbook when it comes to making time for the things that truly matter. 2. The Dutch.
That is truly awesome. Like, shout out to the Dutch. I know about the work-life balance. It's phenomenal. Especially with the mentality over here in the U.S. is grind, work until you die. And then it's like, what I do with my life. I didn't enjoy my life. And it's like the Dutch, while they're at work, they're at work, they locked in. But they hit that switch. Once you're out of work, enjoy your life. Stop thinking about working. I need that mindset.
Are deeply passionate about sustainability and green living. If there's one thing the Dutch are passionate about, it's the environment. The Netherlands has long been a pioneer in sustainability, and it's evident in the everyday lives of its people. From wind farms to solar panels, they are constantly pushing the envelope when it comes to renewable energy. In fact, the Dutch government has set ambitious goals to cut their greenhouse gas emissions by 49% by 2030. But it's not just the government. Many Dutch citizens have taken the lead on their own, with nearly 3 million Dutch households using solar power. The Dutch are also keen on reducing waste. The country has an impressive recycling rate of about 52%, and it's commonplace for people to separate their trash into different bins for composting, plastic, and glass. Even in smaller communities, you'll see initiatives like community gardens or car-sharing schemes.
Love that.
Imagine a place where green living isn't just an idea, but a way of life. A place where the planet's well-being comes first. That's what the Netherlands is all about.
That is amazing.
3. The Dutch have a fascination with gezelligheid, the art of cozy living. Gezelligheid. It's a word that doesn't quite have a direct translation in English, but it's central to Dutch life. Essentially, gezelligheid refers to the cozy, warm, and intimate atmosphere that makes life feel, well, good. Whether it's a cup of hot tea with friends or a quiet evening by the fire, the Dutch embrace the art of creating a comfortable, welcoming environment in their homes. But it's more than just about physical coziness. Gezelligheid is about a sense of belonging and enjoying the moment. It's about connecting with others, whether at a local cafe or during a simple family gathering. The Dutch take great pride in creating these environments where people can unwind, laugh, and just enjoy being together. The next time you're visiting a Dutch home, don't be surprised if the atmosphere feels magical, like you've stepped into a space where everyone is just at home. 4. Dutch people.
I absolutely love that, and I've reacted to a couple of videos talking about the gezelligheid in the Dutch, and it sounds absolutely fabulous. I would love for, and I know I can't say the right name right, gezelligheid. I would love to live my life gezelligheid in a gezelligheid way. If that sentence even make sense. And also, big shout out to the Dutch for actually caring about the environment and taking care of the planet that we live on. We need to definitely be taking a note out the Dutch playbook on that aspect.
people are fanatical about their local festivals and traditions. If there's one thing the Dutch know how to do, it's throw a party. Dutch festivals are
Yeah.
famous around the world, and there's a reason for that. The Dutch love celebrating. From King's Day to Sinterklaas, the Dutch have an impressive array of annual celebrations that fill the streets with color, music, and joy. King's Day, which is celebrated on April 27th, is probably the biggest national celebration. Imagine a sea of orange as everyone from toddlers to seniors takes to the streets, dressed head to toe in their brightest attire. There are street markets, boat parties, concerts, and an overwhelming sense of unity. It's like the entire country turns into one giant celebration for the day.
I see.
But it's not just King's Day. The Dutch also celebrate Sinterklaas, a tradition dating back centuries. It's like Christmas, but with its own unique flair. There's even a special character, Zwarte Piet, who causes some controversy but is still very much a part of the tradition.
Okay.
For the Dutch, traditions like these aren't just about history. They're about keeping the spirit of community alive. Ever wonder what it would be like to be in the middle of a giant street party where everyone is just in the best mood?
That would be so
well,
lit.
The Dutch have made it an art form.
That'd be crazy.
5. The Dutch are world-leading innovators in water management. Here's a fun fact. About 1/3 of the Netherlands is below sea level, and yet the country has never been flooded in modern times. How do they manage that? With some of the most advanced water management systems in the world. For centuries, the Dutch have been masters in water control. From the iconic windmills that once pumped water out of polders to the more modern-day delta works, the Netherlands has been ahead of the curve when it comes to battling the forces of nature. The delta works, a series of dams, sluices, locks, dikes, and storm surge barriers, is considered one of the 7 wonders of the modern world for its incredible ability to protect the country from rising sea levels. Water may be a constant threat to the Dutch, but instead of letting it overwhelm them, they've turned it into an art. One that's so advanced, it's studied around the globe. Before we jump into the next incredible Dutch trait, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We're diving deep into what makes the Dutch truly unique, so if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and ring that bell to get more fascinating content like this delivered straight to you. 6.
I would just love to say I would absolutely love to be around during a Dutch festival during the tradition. I want to party with the Dutch. I want to be in the middle of the street having an absolute blast with everybody having a blast around me with that energy just being contagious. I want to be a part of it, right? It just looks so freaking fun. It do all y'all jobs let y'all off for these things? Everybody off and everybody having a good time. And then we know I call the Dutch the water tribe because they've absolutely conquered the water and they use the water however they want right now. Don't get me wrong, that's probably a fight that'll never end between the Dutch and the water because I'm sure the ocean and then everything will come and fight back, but the Dutch are prepared. They are prepared. They have went through enough to where they figured out that whatever comes our way, we're going to be ready for it. Reclaiming land from the water, all of these things. It's truly phenomenal.
The Dutch have an obsession with bicycles, a national passion.
Yeah.
If you've ever visited the Netherlands, one thing you'll quickly notice is the abundance of bicycles. I'm not just talking about a few bikes here and there, I mean everywhere. Bicycles are as integral to Dutch life as windmills and tulips, and it's not just about getting from point A to point B. For the Dutch, cycling is a way of life. In fact, the Netherlands is home to the highest number of bicycles per capita in the world. There are over 22 million bicycles in a country with a population of just over 17 million. That's almost one bike for every person. And it's not just about numbers.
Per person.
Cycling is part of their culture. Whether it's commuting to work, picking up groceries, or just enjoying a leisurely ride along one of the country's scenic bike paths, cycling is deeply woven into the fabric of Dutch society.
Oh my day.
You'll often hear the Dutch say, in the Netherlands, the bike is the king of transportation, and it's not hard to see why. Their bike-friendly infrastructure is among the best in the world, with dedicated bike lanes, bike racks everywhere, and even bike traffic lights to ensure everyone stays safe. So, the next time you find yourself in the Netherlands, don't just walk around, grab a bike. It's the best way to experience the country like a true local. 7. The Dutch are masters of directness and honesty. One of the most interesting traits of Dutch people is their no-nonsense approach to communication. The Dutch are known for their directness. And I'm not talking about a little bit of straightforwardness. I mean, they'll tell you exactly what's on their mind.
Yeah.
No sugarcoating, no beating around the bush.
None of it.
At first, it might come across as blunt or even rude, but once you get used to it, you'll realize that this kind of honesty is a sign of respect. The Dutch believe in saying what they mean and meaning what they say.
There you go.
There's no playing games or trying to read between the lines. For the Dutch, clarity is key. Imagine having a conversation where people are totally upfront about their thoughts. No hidden agendas, no passive-aggressive remarks, just pure, unfiltered honesty. It can be refreshing, even if it takes a bit of getting used to. In the workplace, this honesty leads to effective problem-solving and clear communication. You'll often hear Dutch colleagues giving constructive criticism, but it's never personal. It's simply meant to help you improve. And if there's something you need to know, don't worry. The Dutch will tell you, no hesitation. 8. The Dutch are...
Be careful when you ask the Dutch how you look or anything like that, bro. They just gonna be honest with you. And it's not to hurt your feelings. It's not to be mean. It's not to beat you down. It's not to shoot down your self-confidence. It's just the truth. And you always need people around you who are going to be upfront with you and not beat around the bush and not sugarcoat. Just straight up tell you how it is. And that's what the Dutch are great at. As well, yeah, biking absolutely is the number one way of transport out there, I believe. Number one way of getting around. That's why there's so many bikes, and it's really cool with all the separated bike lanes and all the pedestrian lanes for walking as well. And then you got your car, so it's like, and then you got your public transportation. All these forms of transportation existing so well within the Netherlands. Like, they are amazing. They figured it out. But yeah, let's continue to see what else we got.
World leaders in art and innovation. The Netherlands has long been a country of creative brilliance and artistic genius. From the Renaissance to the modern day, the Dutch have made an indelible mark on the world of art. Names like Rembrandt, Vermeer, and Van Gogh are synonymous with Dutch culture, and their works continue to inspire millions around the globe. But it's not just about the past. Dutch innovation in art and design continues to thrive today.
Dang.
The country is home to some of the world's most avant-garde artists, architects, and designers, with a thriving modern art scene that blends historical tradition with cutting-edge creativity. The Netherlands is also a world leader in design thinking. The Dutch have an unmatched ability to merge practicality with beauty, as seen in their iconic architecture and innovative products. For example, the design of public spaces in Dutch cities is a perfect blend of aesthetic beauty and functionality, creating environments that are both inviting and efficient. Whether it's a world-class art museum, a unique design on a building, or a forward-thinking product, the Dutch approach to creativity and innovation is world-renowned. In fact, many Dutch designers and artists are pushing boundaries in ways that make the Netherlands a cultural hub. So if you love art, design, or simply the beauty of human creativity, a trip to the Netherlands will leave you in awe. You might even leave with some inspiration of your own. 9. The Dutch love their hagelslag, chocolate sprinkles, on toast.
I don't know about that.
All right, here's a quirky
one. I
gotta
taste it.
The Dutch love their chocolate sprinkles. Now, this might sound strange to you, but in the Netherlands, it's a breakfast staple. They've been eating hagelslag, a kind of chocolate sprinkle, on their toast for decades. It's simple, sweet, and completely unique to Dutch culture. Kids, adults, everyone loves a good piece of buttered bread topped with a generous sprinkle of chocolate. In fact, there's a specific time of day for this treat.
I love that
breakfast.
Thing.
Hagelslag comes in a variety of flavors, from classic milk chocolate to licorice. Yes, licorice-flavored sprinkles are a thing. Some people even add it to other things like pancakes or waffles.
Oh,
it's one of those cultural quirks that, while
chocolate chip waffle, chocolate chip pancake all day. So chocolate sprinkles, I can't imagine that being much different. Can I eat it on a piece of bread? Probably not. But you put it on some waffles or some pancake, now you got my attention. Now you got me locked in. Now,
odd to outsiders, perfectly reflects the Dutch love for simple pleasures. How cool is it that something as simple as sprinkles has its own place in Dutch cuisine.
Yeah.
It's a sweet reminder of how even the smallest moments in life can bring so much joy. 10.
I think that really is awesome. As well as going back, I didn't know the Dutch had so much of a relationship with art. Like I didn't know that they had that big influence with great artists coming from the Netherlands. But yeah, the art was absolutely stunning from what we seen in the video. And then I don't know about the chocolate sprinkles just on a piece of bread, but waffle pancake can do that all day.
The Dutch have one of the best education systems in the world. Education in the Netherlands is something to behold. The Dutch have one of the most progressive and effective education systems globally, consistently ranking near the top in international education surveys. But what sets the Dutch system apart? For one, the Netherlands places a huge emphasis on providing high-quality education for every child, regardless of background. The Dutch education system is known for being inclusive, with plenty of opportunities for children with special needs or those who require additional support. They also offer a variety of tracks that cater to different interests and skills, from vocational training to academic pathways, ensuring that every student has the best chance to thrive. What's more, Dutch education focuses heavily on developing critical thinking and problem-solving skills.
Oh.
Teachers encourage students to ask questions, challenge ideas, and think for themselves.
I love that.
This fosters an independent mindset and a lifelong love of learning.
Yes.
Qualities that serve the Dutch well throughout their lives. With education like this, it's no wonder that the Netherlands is home to some of the most innovative thinkers and creative professionals in the world.
Agreed.
So, what do you think? Is there a little bit of Dutch spirit that you can take with you no matter where you live? We hope this list has opened your eyes to the incredible things that make the Dutch one of a kind. Thanks for sticking around until the end of this deep dive into Dutch culture. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up.
Like in the U.S., education is all about memorizing for a test. When you do good on the test, get the public funding, all that. But I love the idea of education being more so about critical thinking, being more so about questioning things, being more so about encouraging that curiosity to learn and not just say, hey, this is what you need to know, memorize it, memorize it, memorize it, take the test, pass. But like foster a learning spirit for the rest of your life. I love that. That's all we have. If you guys enjoyed, don't forget to subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, check out the next one. I'll see y'all.